Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today is finally the day. Our chickens are coming home. But before we introduce the new members to Mundo's Homestead, we got a couple more finishing touches. We got to get done on this chicken coop. We got to build our ladder so our girls can get in and out. We got a couple more areas on the coop that we need to get covered up so there's no drafts on the chicken. So we're going to get started with that before we introduce the chickens. They'll be here later today. So we got a couple more hours before they get here to get a couple things done on this chicken coop and make it feel like home sweet home to our beautiful little ladies. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, hit that like button, share this video with someone you love so you can stay updated on our new chickens and the whole process of how we'll be collecting our eggs, feeding our chickens, what kind of bedding we'll be using, all that good stuff. Let's get to finishing up this coop real quick. Alright, there she is. I don't think that's too steep. You guys let me know in the comments if you think that's too steep, if I need to redo the ladder or not. We got a little pieces of the stuff that we use for the trim so the ladies can use their claws and talons to grip and come down the ladder nice and easy, nice and smooth. Got a bunch of grass in here that we've been growing for them to munch on and have some fun with. Look, this has been going for at least, since we started the coop, I planted grass in here. And so I definitely think they're gonna have a lot of fun in there with that grass and everything. We also got their main food. We got main feed that they'll be eating every day. We got some grit, and we also got some snacks like mealworms and stuff. And of course, our vegetable scraps that we don't eat, I'll either compost, I'll give to them. So the chickens are gonna be nice and happy, I think, in their new home. We just got a couple more things we want to finish on the coop, get a couple little gaps and stuff closed, and then we'll be ready to get it set up with all the bedding and stuff. Alright, so it looks like we got all of the little finishing touches that we wanted to get done are done. We got the ladder ready to go. We got all the other little gaps covered that we wanted to get covered. I think we're ready to get this thing cleaned out and get the bedding and the feed and all that good stuff set up, and then we can go get our chickens. Let me show you what we're going to be using inside and outside of the coop for our bedding and all that good stuff, and how we're going to be setting our chicken coop up to ensure that we keep and grow nice, healthy chickens. All right, let's open these boxes up and see what we're working with. We already got this one opened up. We got some Diatomaceous earth.
What?
DE. We got some DE, and they taped that up real good. All right, let's pull this bad boy out. There's our big old bag of chicken feed. So here we go. This is what we got for our chicken feed. Vital Aves de Postura. It's got everything they need, all their essential proteins, all that good stuff inside of here. This is an all-purpose feed bag. 25 kilograms. Here is our bedding. We got some barley hay, heno de cebada. That's what we're gonna be using for our bedding inside and outside of the coop. My car is gonna be full of hay, but hey, that's how we roll around here. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do before we get the bedding in here is we're gonna lay down some of this DE, a thin, very, very thin layer across the floor and in their nesting box a little bit. After that, we'll get the barley hay and layer it in here. Remember, when you're using DE, always wear gloves and cover your face somehow. It's not toxic or anything like that, but breathing it in, it can mess up your lungs. And at the end of the day, you just, you don't want any foreign objects going into your lungs, all that good stuff, right? So find a way to cover up your face. Make sure you use gloves and just be very careful. You also want to do this when the chickens are not inside the coop. So when you need to redo your bedding and rechange everything, you want to make sure the chickens are outside of the coop, not inside when you're doing this. Same vice versa for the run. Make sure the chickens are inside when you're changing the DE inside of the run. I'm just gonna cover my face up like so, and we're gonna sprinkle some of this stuff on in here. I'm just taking a very small handful to start, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it around the belly, coop like that. And you just kind of that's probably good for right here. I'm gonna do a little bit in the nesting box, but just on the edges of the nesting box, not like across the whole box itself, just on the edges. So that's all I did. Again, like I said, very thin layer. We went around the edges of the coop, all along the inside, little bit on the roosting bar. Very, very thin layer is all you need. You don't need a lot of DE. All right, we got our barley hay here. We're just gonna start taking some and throw it in the run. Go ahead and spread some of this around in here. So we get a nice comfy area for these girls to do their thing. Now I don't know exactly how much I need inside of the coop, but I'm gonna do a nice good layer all around. Get a little bit in their nesting box here. Looks good to me. Looks comfy. Looks nice. All right. So check it out. We got a little bowl of water. This is our little trough. It's actually from my garden plant. It's actually a planter, but it's gonna turn into a nice little chicken trough now. So we got a little bit of food in there. We got some water. I think that is perfect for tonight. It's starting to get a little chilly out, so I had to put the old flannel on. You know what I'm saying? Live it up in the mountains. It's a little chilly during the evening time, you know what I'm saying? Let's go get our chicken. Check it out, here we go, guys. We got our chicken. We got the little man out here who's already wanting to get in there and play. Right now, I'm just letting them do their thing, get comfortable and acquainted. In a couple minutes, I'm gonna go in there, probably take little man with me, come in there, hang out with the chickens. We got them some mealworms that will let them eat out of our hands, do some bonding. Look at it, he's already telling me to open the door. So we're gonna give the chickens just a couple more minutes, chilling by themselves in the coop, getting acquainted. They've been pecking out their food, they've been pecking out the water. All right, so we are inside the coop now. I'm just chilling here in the corner end of the coop. I'm just gonna sit here, crisscross applesauce, just let them walk around. I got some mealworms right here. I guess let them do their thing. They're a little skittish, like she's thinking about it, but unsure. No, I'm just gonna let my hand out. I don't wanna spook them. Like, I noticed that I move even an inch and they just get spooked. And that's understandable. It's their first night here in the new coop. Probably a little stressed out from leaving their home. Now, I don't know exactly what breed these are. I totally forgot to ask the gentleman that I bought them from. But I got these 3 girls right here for 420 pesos. So not a bad deal at all. I think this one right here with the white head is like, he said like 5 months old, and the other 2 are a little bit older. Supposedly they should be starting to lay soon is what he said, but we're just gonna chill in here and just kind of watch these girls and see what they do. Try to feed them some mealworms. I don't know if it's gonna happen tonight. I mean, look, she's already pecking at her food, so that's good. That's a good sign. They look like they're getting comfy. They're already kicking up and getting their little dust area going. And yeah, look at her. Like, oh my God, this is just so cool, man. I'm so happy that I finally got these things. I can't wait. I hope they start laying soon. We got real good feed for them. A lot of good protein and other essential nutrients and everything that the chickens need. Again, we got the mealworms as hopefully a tasty treat. I mean, they were eating some because I put some along the ladder here in hopes that they would go up. So, and they did eat a couple mealworms. This white one looked like she might give you a little peck in the eyeball if you get too rowdy. So I don't want to piss them off too much. They look like they're chilling. They look happy. We just got to figure out how we're going to get them up this ladder here for bedtime. I think she found some mealworms that I tossed down there. But they are just totally doing their thing. I don't want to move too much because I want them to try to go up this ladder too. Come on, go up on the ladder, my guy. There it is. He done flew up in there. What's up, dude? That was so cool. Oh, no. That was awesome. No way. That spooked me a little bit. The first one when he jumped up. That was so cool. Well, that's good to know. That should keep giving some fun. I'm going to have to figure that out, I think. They might be able to get through there now that I'm looking at it. We'll fix that tomorrow. I think right now is we're going to try and get these guys inside. We got 1 minute left to see if this door closes by itself. There it goes. This automatic door works. Beautiful. Chill, chill, chill. Yo, it's okay. There's enough room for everybody. Look, you two right there. There you go. There you go. Don't even think about it. I see what you're doing. We got to get that covered. We're covering that. All right, so we finally got the chickens inside of the coop. They explored the run for probably a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and that's it for the night. We're going to leave them alone. We're not going to touch them. We're not going to bother them. Nothing. Let them do their thing. They were a little spooked at first when I was trying to get them in there. They are understanding the ladder a little bit, but still it's something that I think they're going to have to get used to, and hopefully it won't take too long. Tomorrow I'll come out in the morning, do their food, refill their water, fresh water, all that stuff. Let them out in the morning. I got the door set for 7, so if I'm not awake, we already saw that the automatic door works. So if I'm not awake by 7, the door will be up. Hopefully they'll understand how to come on outside. They got a little bit of food in there right now that they can nibble on. If they're up before me in the morning, now I can try and come up with ideas for future videos and, upgrading the coop, down the road, all that fun stuff. So if you guys have anything, any tips, tricks, advice, anything, please let me know down in the comments. Talk to me about the chickens that you have. What are you doing for your chickens? What kind of bedding are you using? What kind of food are you using? All that good stuff. Let me know down in the comments. Let's get a whole chicken convo going, okay? Names. If you guys have any ideas for names, let me know down in the comments. We need 3 names. 3 lady names. I guess they could be boy names too if that's what you're into. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to raise some chickens and homestead. Thank y'all for tuning into the channel. Thank y'all for watching another video on Mundo's Homestead Adventures. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.